is up, YouTube? My name is Reed, and I decided that I might throw my name in the hat to record my journey to the USA Triathlon Nationals, which are in August in Milwaukie, Wisconsin. August 4th through the 6th. Last year, I qualified in a sprint distance state championship. I got first in my age group, 5th overall, and that qualified me for nationals. So I got the email from USA Triathlon, and I was like, it's a kind of a long way to go. It's expensive, but all the stars kind of aligned. And I decided, you know what? I'm putting in a lot of time in my training and my fitness, so why not have a big goal this year? I had considered doing a full Ironman, but I didn't want to put forward the training load just yet. I've got little kids and full-time job, so that's why I'm doing this. Who loves athletic, right? We all do. Well, I do. So just like a few random facts, if you're interested, which I'm not sure anyone will be, or anybody would actually watch this. But I kind of want to just have the video blog to go back to. And I love watching the pros and their vlogs because it just gives me a little bit of insight into like what that would be like. I wish I had started triathlon a lot sooner in my life, because the first one I did was 2 years ago and literally had no clue how much I would love it. Everything you see here, this bike, trainer setup, that bike, this whole pain cave, I'll show you guys around, but none of this was a part of my life 2 years ago. I gave up alcohol March 6th, 2021. So it was about coming up on 2 years next week. And that kind of catapulted me into fitness and exercise. I started riding a stationary bike, getting back out on my bike outside. And then I was like, you know what? I live in Salem, and the Oregon Ironman 70.3 was coming to Salem, first Oregon Ironman course right here in my hometown. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sign up and do it. So I did. That was in May that I signed up of 2021. Race was in July. I had never done a triathlon. I had no clue what I was getting myself into. And I don't think my wife did either, because she was like, yeah, that would be fun. Go do it. And then I loved it. Had a pretty good first race experience. Oregon Ironman 70.3, downriver swim, 56-mile bike, flat, 13.1 mile run, pretty flat through the park. We have a beautiful course here. Finished in 5:41. That was my finish time. Felt good. I had nothing to compare it to, but I got bit by the bug. And so immediately signed up for another Olympic distance race that year, did that, and then just everything started to fall together. I got a new bike, started training, started really putting some effort behind it. Last year, raced the Oregon Ironman again, shaved off almost an hour on my time, finished in 4:50, and that was awesome. I also did several Olympic and sprint distance races. I think I did end up on the podium in every single one. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm pretty good at this, but also I really, really love it. And with my sobriety and my kind of newfound time, because when you're like drinking, you don't really have a lot of time at night to exercise because you're kind of just caught up in whatever. Drink, have some beers, sit on the couch, do whatever. And that was kind of my life. I just got into a routine of I would get off work, come home, crack a beer, that would continue. And so then I had all this time, even though I have a lot of other things going on. I've got 3 little kids, 6, 4, and 3, full-time job, finance director for a hospital. And so this is definitely a hobby. I try to put as much time as I can into it, but it also is like a character builder for me that is just an important part of my sobriety. It's an important part of my journey, yada, yada, yada. So more to come on that if I continue this. Anyways, fast forward now, I am looking forward to this year. I've got several races lined up, including USA Triathlon Nationals. I'm doing the Olympic distance, which is on Saturday, the 5th of August. I think I might still sign up for the sprint distance, which is also that weekend. It's pretty cool because the race will be held kind of in tandem with the PTO, Professional Triathletes Organization, US Open in Milwaukee, same weekend. I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same course because it's a different distance, but I think that they will run kind of side by side, which will be fun because I'll get to go kind of a twofer, get to go race and also see some of the pros that I follow race. Hopefully say what's up. There's some legit people out there that have given their life to triathlon and they motivate me to be better. Anyways, let's look at the space and then kind of talk about what's next. All right, so like I said, this is not pretty. I don't have time to organize and clean up because I spend all of my free time training. But this is my space. I've got the Wahoo kicker. It's base model, works great. I bought it used last year. I was using a Peloton, kind of transitioned from that so that I could get on Zwift. Got a Cervelo P3. I bought this puppy I think it was in August of last year. So I've only raced it once. Pretty awesome bike. Electronic Di2 shifting up in the aero bars and down on the base bars. Yeah, it's got the integrated hydration system, TV for Netflix, Zwift. A lot of times I will set up the iPad and I will watch a show on the TV and then use the iPad for a Trainer Road or Zwift. There's my fun recreation bike. This is a Trek Demani with upgraded 40 tires. They're pretty tight because I can get out in the Oregon gravel. In fact, just yesterday, I was itching to ride outside. It was a blizzard, basically. It had started snowing, but I was already dressed. Took that thing out, full-on snowstorm, getting splashed, like riding on the road. The cars would come by and everybody's going pretty slow, and I would just get buckets of mush on me, and it was hilarious. But it was just a 10-mile ride to kind of enjoy the beauty that Oregon brings. Every once in a while we get snow here in Salem, and this last week we've gotten quite a bit of it. I think I mentioned that I've had some success in triathlon, and I'm pretty stoked about that. So I need to get a new rack for these, but started accumulating some trophies, and some of these ones that I'm proud of. This is my most recent marathon, Carlsbad, PR of 3:06, just barely missing the Boston qualifying time of 3:05, but that was my second marathon. My first one, Eugene, 3:23. We got a lot of triathlon. Basically, when you do a race, they give you like the main medal, and then you get a second medal if you make the podium. So that's why there's a lot. but they're pretty cool. These local Y Racing and Best in the West in Oregon. This is tight. This was last year's Oregon Ironman, and that is our riverfront park here in Salem. Super proud of it. The Jerry Frank Amphitheater with the Peter Courtney Bridge behind it. We call that the Taco Bridge. I spend so much time at that park running and riding and with the kids, and it's just an epic spot. So yeah, that's the setup. It's pretty it's nice. It's kind of cold out here this time of year, and then in the summertime it gets like really hot, but either way, got a little fan. Like I said, I use Trainer Road right now for my training plan, which has cycling, running, and swimming. And I've liked it because it's adaptive. We'll talk a little bit more about that as time goes on, but I just wanted to put a little vibe out there to see, I have personally searched on YouTube for USA Triathlon Nationals, people that have been to it, videoed it, their experience, because I don't know, if other people are like me, I just like to know what other people have experienced, what it's like. Found a few videos, but not a ton of content. So I'm hoping to record some content every week, get some documentation for my own sake, and then by the time we get to August, I'll be hopefully primed, ready to go, and in good shape for a great race. It's kind of funny to think about flying across the country, bringing your bike, all this work, money, time for an age group competition that will last, like an hour. But like I said, I might do the second race too, because you can actually do both the Olympic distance and the sprint, so I haven't decided yet. But anyways, nice to meet you. And for all my triathlete friends out there, keep it up. Keep putting in the work, and we'll talk soon. Bye.